Hello, my friends and enemies. Glad you are here. I'm kind of excited about this one. I've had it for a little bit. Haven't had time to record it because I've been just busy, 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 busy. But here we go. We have finally got it in. Um, Hopefully, you guys got a chance to look at the first video I did of this little guy right here. The Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic for Switch Master Edition. Well, I got two, which is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. It's still wrapped. I did make a little tear at the top. That was me. That was not the packing or anything. But yes. Master Edition number 2. So we're going to go give her a shot. So, just another quick look. It's pretty cool. And we will jump to a different mode so you don't have to look at my ugly mug the entire time. So, my lovely, lovely, obviously Lord of the Rings themed set of, I don't know what you call these, playmats, I guess. Alright. Oh, before I forget, this came with two limited edition, limited run cards. Not a big fan of limited run because they're kind of a trash company, but buying third party makes it less painful. They've already made their money, but I don't have to support them directly, which is nice. All right. So we got these two cards. Number 224, and then I guess blocking the light of wherever it's coming from. It's hard to block to get that perfect little look, but yeah, they're from this particular set. I think the concept is cool and everything for all of that jazz, but again, not a fan of limited run, so I will not go out of my way to support them because they just have this tendency of, I don't know, being scumbags is the nicest way I guess I could say it. Sorry, this lid's really hard to take off without damaging, and I don't want to damage it, so there we go. And open! Oh boy. Brand new open smelling box. It's packed in here kind of nice. Switch cams real quick. You can see it's kind of packed in there with books and stuff. So, we're going to take the book out first since it'd probably be the easiest thing to take out, honestly. If I can get it out with the grip. We'll see. It might not work. Maybe I'll take something else out. I don't know. Well, here we go. Here we go. It's coming out better. I think. Ooh. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Whew. Alright, the strategy guide itself is kind of nice. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. Be very careful with some of it. Oh boy. Kind of just have to pull everything out that I can get. Sorry about the lighting. I'm definitely a professional. They got cards in this one again. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's part of the game they have in the actual game. Let's see, what is it called? Pazak. Little good guy there. Ooh. We got lightsabers and stuff. Okay. I don't know what... Oh. Oh. Well, I can honestly say I was not expecting that. So that's kind of cool. We'll try to deal with these one at a time. I might as well open that. So, without further ado, we will open the book up and take a gander at what might be inside. Gosh, this is just, it's a good looking book. I don't know what to tell you. So, on the front, you've got your really nice detail art style and stuff. As you can see, it's the Master Edition strategy guide. But on the back side, oh, that's pretty cool. Can't really lie. That's pretty sick, even though it's the back side, but it's giving that Darth Vader like epicness to it. Ooh, look at that. Table of contents, Jedi companions. Here's little bits and pieces. Wow, this is nice glossy paper. Get a Wookiee Scout. Explains the classes. The walkthrough. Light side, dark side. What kind of battles you're taking part in. Little notes that help you out with stuff. This is very detailed. How many pages is this? Over 300 pages. 300 and... well, technically 301 numbered pages. And that's all the way through the appendix, but it's a thick boy. Like, it's a double finger thickness. So that's pretty nifty. And I'll switch over to this real quick just to once again show it off. Like, that's pretty cool. Maybe this will make it easier to see certain aspects of it. It gives you like your little walkthrough and like where items might be at. Well, not what might be at, where they actually are at. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I guess we got the actual game box for the special edition that comes inside the Master Edition. And I'm going to just go ahead and show you guys here. It's pretty nifty. Gives you kind of a gander into the quick access of what it looks like. We'll go ahead and pop that sucker open. Trying not to damage stuff, but you know what? They don't make it easy. Okay. Deplastified. No plastic no more. And it kind of slides out of this little sleeve. Oh, That's nice. So you got your front, but then you got your back, which is like the little crawl you get from Star Wars. And to read it is, in a perilous time for the galaxy, a brutal civil war has all but destroyed the Jedi Order, leaving the ailing Republic on the verge of collapse. Amid the turmoil, the evil Sith have spread across the galaxy, hunting down and destroying the remaining Jedi Knights. Narrowly escaping a deadly Sith ambush, the last known Jedi clings to life aboard a battered freighter near the ravaged world of Paragus. It's pretty nifty. I'm trying to get this lid off to show you what's inside. Whew, lid's off. Look at that. Certificate of Authenticity. Number 3,751 of 5,150. This little... Oh, gosh, they make this stuff look nice. So we got our actual Switch game. What the game is legitimately in. They had a PC version of this, but I already have it on PC. So I was like, well, I might as well get the Switch and get it on basically double the I guess consoles. Systems would probably be the better term. Just in that way that I could enjoy it on my Switch, if that's what's at hand at the time. I mean, I could always play it on my... I have it on my... What is it? I've got it on mobile, so I could play it on like a tablet. I could play it on my cell phone. But the batteries on those, not the greatest. And this is not one of those things that you want to be like, it's going to burn your battery before you ever get done. So, wow, they are sticking to their guns on this one, that's for sure. That's a interesting... little bit of artwork. And as usual, they come with this really thick little book. It's basically like a quick guide to play the game and character info and little bits and details. I mean, obviously with the master guide, you don't really necessarily need it. And then obviously a physical copy. Well, I'll do this easier. I'm making everything difficult, guys. I'm sorry. Physical copy, which is much preferred to the lazy production of what we call developers at this point, because they like to do as little as possible, and it irritates the snot out of me because they want to basically get everybody onto a full-time digital world, I guess. Now this is pretty nice. This is the steel book that comes with it. Open it without damaging it. And you get the inside, has the artwork of the two. Unfortunately, lights are impossible to avoid. There we go. But it's a really nice, shiny little steel book. I do find it funny because I think it was Bob Iger in like the last... I had at Disney. In the last... what was it, the last shareholders call or something, was like, hey, people like games. And it's like, you guys have been making games you don't even know. It's embarrassing if you think about it. What else comes in this little thingy? Oh, would you look at that? That's kind of cool. We're going to have to switch to other camera. It says G0T0. I'm assuming it's a companion of sorts. It's been a while since I played, so I don't know, but it's a little pin, which is a cool little merchandise. And then, of course, we get our classic coin. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, to the Sith Lords, with the credit symbol on the back, and it's a thick boy, as you can tell. So that's what comes in the special edition. Version of this. Now to move on to the rest of it, since, believe it or not, there is actually more. So when you hear, but wait, there's more, they're not lying. they're really not lying. Just gotta put all this back together. Okay, now for the little pieces of fun. I don't believe the first one came excuse me, with this. And that is this. This is, I'm guessing, the Pazak, but like an actual, like a game board. Like it's a legitimate game board. You've got your main deck, how to play, even like printed on it. We're gonna open it up and see what incarnation this is. All right. So this is the front, and you got up here how to play, which we'll get into more. But then you got your main deck. So I'm assuming, 'cause this thing's pretty large. Yeah, it's your Pazak, or however you say that. Your side decks and your main deck. Was not expecting this in this, so pretty sure I got a Pazak deck from the first one, if I recall correctly. This was not on my bingo list of things that was coming with that, because I think you get one mat for 2 people to play, and I legitimately have no idea how to play it, because I remember vaguely playing it in the first one and not really making heads or tails about it. But we can't all be intelligent, so I might as well let you guys be that part for me. But yeah, you get your Pazak limited run games as usual. And then we got this little guy. I'm sorry I'm making the crackle noises. They picked the worst kind of plastic for this kind of showcase. So this is a lightsaber, and it's a heavy boy. Like, that's solid metal. It's supposed to be a lightsaber hilt, if I recall correctly. But it doesn't look like the same kind of quality as in the first one. I don't know if this was just like a quick rush out. Let me see if it has that kind of information available. This, it might not. Let's see. Premium foil stamped Darth Nihilus box. Official steelbook. Throwback case designed to store your game, which I believe is, ironically, this, which I think is funny because they remind me more of game or Xbox than anything else. Galactic Credit Commemorative Coin, G0T0 enamel pin, Galactic. I don't know, we did that one. 6 character concept art cards. Which I'll have to find. I think they're inside this, so I'll pull that out in a second. Korriban concept art lithograph, which would be this little guy. See if I can bring it up to you guys. That's pretty cool looking. Lithographs are always interesting considering what they're made out of. Reversible 18 by 24 poster. It's probably in here as well. Certificate of Authenticity, Premium Foil Hardcover Strategy Guide, Darth Nihilus Miniature Hilt Replica. That would be this one. I think that's it. Nihilus. Pazak playing mat and Player 2 Pazak set. So maybe the first, you're supposed to buy the first master and the second master anyway, I'm guessing. Let's go ahead and put this away and pop that open. Oh, it doesn't have anything in it. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. I might have to pop open the premium again because I think it might be in there for that because I am missing some stuff, it would appear. Alright, let's see. Oh, yep, there they are. I found the poster and everything. It's literally in the backpack. I somehow missed it in the process of doing all this. There it is. Found it. Okay, that's pretty cool. Here's our poster. I was wondering why it felt a little bit slim, and now it makes sense as to why it feels slim, because it's just the way they packed everything into this didn't have us thinking in the best light. So we'll get to those character images in a second, but I did want to show you guys this really quick. Just lickety split. So it's folded up. Oh gosh, this looks cool. It's a reversible, so it is. Trying not to break it. That's pretty sick, guys. Not gonna lie, that's pretty sick. And then you got your classic I really think they should make movies, or, I mean, if they could manage to pull off a cool TV show, I wouldn't be opposed to a TV show. Disney's not capable of it, I don't believe, like, ever. So we might just be out of luck in that regard. However, the option of a movie, again, I don't think Disney's capable of it. Somebody else has to have control of Lucasfilm in its totality, if you will. Try to put this back before I damage anything. I need to look at these real quick. So we'll go ahead and switch. These little cards look really cool, at least from the first top one I could see. I didn't get a look at the other ones, but I'm going to go on a limb and say they're cool because they just look cool. Everything under the sun has to be sticky. Alright, concept art by Brian Menzies for this guy. Let's see if it's any other ones. Brian Menzies. I'm totally guessing that's a Jedi, right? You know, makes sense. This is also by Brian Menzies. I don't have any idea who this is, but his hand here is literally held together by electricity. Like I said, it's been so long since I played this game. Also by Brian Menzies. I'm assuming all these are Brian Menzies, so we'll just assume they're all Brian Menzies unless otherwise. This guy's terrible trigger control. The Ice Queen cometh. Yeah. That's probably a Sith or an Acolyte or something. I would assume this is Darth Nihilus, because, like, the way her helmet peeks up here, if you were to lay a cloth on it, it would look just like that. That's my assumption. But yeah, this is a bunch of really cool art cards, and I'm assuming this is the only Jedi that they're going to give us in this regard. A variety of hooligans and otherwise. But yeah, there's that. So it's not going to be particularly long. I know not everybody cares about unboxings. I just get excited about seeing things that I can collect, and I like collecting things that I care about. And Star Wars EU is something I am particularly fond of, even though I'm not, like, crazy knowledgeable about it. But I'm fine not being the smartest person on the planet. But yeah, it's been fun with this. Hopefully you guys find it as entertaining, or maybe even just interesting, considering that, I mean, you're just watching somebody open something up and being like, ooh, ah, and all that fun stuff. But if you do enjoy Star Wars and you do enjoy seeing other people enjoy Star Wars, maybe you'll enjoy this. I don't know. But I won't keep you guys any longer because I know I can be long-winded if I want to. But if you'd like to put in the comments what your favorite Star Wars games are, what you grew up, what your first experience in Star Wars games were, what you grew up on, all your favorites. Obviously, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is the original 2005 by Pandemic, was the best one, hands down. Although Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic's really close in that regard, but I just had so much fun playing it growing up. I can't find anything else that could compare with it. And occasionally I have a buddy of mine comes over and we'll, like, split screen and just burn through the campaign in like 2 hours because we're just good like that. But yeah, there's that. What do they have? A couple for the 64. Shadows of the Empire, I think. Gosh, I have basically all of them on my Steam, except for the new stuff. I have all the old ones except for maybe the TIE fighters and stuff like that, because I never got the chance to play those and I have no attachment to them yet. So I was like, no, maybe. I think Shadows of the Empire was the one where you play the bounty hunter. Can't remember his name for the life of me, but you take on is it Prince Z? It's XI, the guy who runs the Black Sun Syndicate, I think. And you do a bunch of bounty hunter stuff and go around shoot people. It's pretty fun. Republic Commandos is pretty fun. I don't recall the controllers being as bad as they apparently were back in the olden days. Maybe just on PC it's so much different and more customizable, comparative to on Switch. It was kind of disappointing. They really went out of their way to make that game extra difficult for no reason, because I don't remember that being that difficult. Even on a low level, I tried on the higher levels, but then I tried on the low levels to be like, am I just missing something here? Because there's like limited ammo and it takes like 7 mags in easy mode to kill one thing. Something's not right, but whatever. Maybe it's just the Switch version. I don't know. I'm trying to think, but the Battlefront games are always fun because the tactics and strategies built into it. I remember Star Wars Empire at War was pretty fun. Star Wars Battlegrounds. If you ever played Age of Empires 2, Star Wars Battlegrounds, like it was a blast. But yeah, there's a lot of little fun ones. But let me know what you guys had as your favorites, and also let me know if you guys have ever tried games like Star Wars Outer Rim, the board game, and its expansion. I don't remember what it's called. It's like the Outer Rim, Outer Rim. I don't know. I played it at my buddy's house, and it's actually pretty fun. But maybe if you guys played it, there's a couple of different Star Wars board games. If you've ever played Pazak and you know how to play Pazak, and you want to let me know, just put it down in the comments. Love to hear from you guys on that, and maybe I could learn how to play. Who knows? But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. It's just a chill time, so thanks everybody. Walk in the light, my friends.